Right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your Friday. I hope you've had a nice smooth week wherever you are currently in the world and whatever it is you find yourself doing. Over here, a quick update on the YouTube side of things. The latest bullshittery is Divinity Bullshittery Part 3, and it's on its rather grueling 9th week of work, I'm afraid. Once again, I keep apologising, sorry about that. That's way longer than I would have liked. It's quite long, it's 22 minutes instead of the normal 10. It's also quite mechanically complicated for reasons that are difficult to go into in great depth, but basically Divinity has a lot of quirks that means it's really not that easy, or rather, there's lots of opportunities to have text follow people, and lots of shit that goes in front of the screen. And, yeah, generally the camera does lots of motion, which collectively, yeah, it's leading to a very difficult quality assurance process. One of the considerations I've got to make when doing a bullshittery, well, do you remember that video essay from a while ago on YouTube? It had quite a few hits. It talked about using the text as a focusing mechanism. And he was absolutely correct. That is indeed what I'm doing. That's my trick. I'm using the text to draw people's attention to things. It's not necessarily about what the text says. It's not truly a set of subtitles. It's more about trying to get the user's eyeline in certain places. The problem is that the eyeline for Divinity is very, very all over the place. Characters are, like, on the left side, on the right side, the camera's spinning or zooming, and scene to scene, it's very difficult to keep track of everything. The opening 2 minutes of the video, I went way overboard on the zooming, but truth be told, it wasn't really me going overboard as much as Divinity is just hard to track overall. So yes, I'm doing the best I can, but I'm finding that when I sit back and render the video and watch it end to end, the woods through the trees is quite confusing. Individual scenes, fine, but watching the video in sequence, I'm like, oh god. Tone it down, keep the camera frozen. Which the problem is I can't, because I'm a YouTuber who has the unique problem of being completely unable to do any reshoots. The streams are done, years ago. I can't reshoot. I've got to do the best I can with what I've got, so... Anyway, sorry, long story short, the bullshittery is still being worked on, but yeah, the quality assurance is hard, really hard. Right. Thank you, Sharuto and Jasuk, a handful of squirrels, and a part-time monk. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Right, so... yes, Sylph, but it's not ready yet. I typically send a near-finished video out to a handful of volunteers to get, say, 10 or 15 additional sets of eyeballs on it, so I can, get their perspectives, maybe highlight bits that didn't work so well. So definitely, but it's not at that point yet. There's way too many bits which are just kind of like, insert art here. I'm not even insert asset here that's still being worked on. Anyway, thank you, Fua3R Vogel. Thank you, Fu. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing that, Fu. And, thank you, Not a Demon Core. Much appreciated. Right. I have no idea, Mighty Lab. Apologies, I can't accurately quantify. Or rather, if I did actively quantify, I'll probably cry. Way longer than I'd like. It's a slow process. Thank you, Not a Demon Core. Right, for now though, welcome to Subnautica Below Zero. A quick recap then. If you're not familiar with Subnautica, I will try to avoid the heavy spoilers. I extremely strongly recommend Subnautica. It's very good. This is the sequel, Below Zero, and we're playing as Robin, who I think is a xenobiologist, but someone in the chat said that I was not correct, so maybe I'm wrong in that. Regardless, she is I presume scientist, it's not specifically stated, who works for a company called XenoWorks, some sort of alien study, so I assumed biologist, but maybe not. Maybe she's an engineer or something. Anyway, the point is, we work for a company that studies aliens, and we're on an alien world, but the company that we work for doesn't know we're here. We've gone, I presume, AWOL. At the beginning of the game, we basically snuck down to the surface from what seemed to be a transport vessel being piloted by a gentleman called Cal. We quite literally jumped out of the side with an emergency drop pod and a ship, following meteors that were coming into the atmosphere in order to hide our signature from the company's scanners. The company, Altera Corporation, are exploiting this world, 4546b, for reasons that were determined in the first Subnautica game. So this world is a barren backwater place. There's really nothing here of any interest beyond some fish and seaweed, until the protagonist from the first game discovered that there was once an alien race here. They didn't come from here. They didn't live here. They were using it as a research installation. So, that's really all the first protagonist found out. There's a bit more nuance to the specifics of what they were doing here. But the interesting thing is this. On the last stream, I followed a signal down to an underwater base, which isn't particularly unusual. The aliens have them all over the place. Their technology is rather durable. But what is unusual is that I found an actual speaking alien. Not in an organic body, in a cube. Some sort of memory storage device, like a consciousness transfer system. It explained that it is not an individual, it is many individuals, I think, that used to inhabit...
Calorie intake recommended.
That's Xena, sorry, she's just my AI. 1 minute, I need to go and grab something to eat. So it explained that they typically occupy separate bodies, which they called media, and they have the ability to transfer between them. But in an emergency, they're able to back up their minds into a storage device, which I presume is what I found. It then identified a suitable transfer device because its existing storage device was running extremely low on power after thousands of years, and on offering my PDA, it ignored me and selected my brain. I have an alien in my brain. His name is Alan. Yes. Alan is watching me and everything I do and occasionally commenting. There was a little sweet scene a minute ago, I wish I'd streamed it, where I just went to sleep for a moment and Alan commented on my dreams, saying they are unusual and wasn't sure what they were and asked me to explain. And there was quite a comedic, heartfelt moment where the character Robin explained the significance of dreams to humans and mammals in general. So they don't dream. The aliens don't dream. The alien, Alan, asked me to clarify if it has any purpose, and I think she said something like it has. No one knows exactly what they're for, but they're culturally important to humans. It lets us express our creativity. One moment she says she's flying, the next moment she says she's naked in her underwear trying to hand in her thesis or something. Yeah, it was kind of a sweet moment. I wish I'd... yeah, it's kind of cool. So, anyway... we're here, the reason we're here on 4546B is our sister died here. She was also working for the corporation, and I received a death notification telling me that she died due to negligence. I presume we're here because we don't believe that. So, we're here to investigate what exactly happened to our sister, Sam. 1 minute. Cooking some fish from outside.
Vital signs stabilizing.
She makes the weirdest noises when she eats. Right. Ugh. Animal. Right. Just going to place this remaining cooked fish in the bioreactor. Break down the organic components and use it for power. So we're doing a scan of the local area, but at the minute it's a bit limited, so we can't really see what's going on. There are definitely some cave systems that I can look for, but I need to zoom this out. To do that, I'm going to need magnetite, so I need to keep my eyes open for it. Thank you, AKA 40s. Thank you very much, AKA. Right. I have no idea, Poke Lolo. Right. Let me just grab these batteries. Fresh batteries, 1 minute. Just going to replace my tools before I get back out there. Right, there we go. Then put the batteries that require recharging back into the base's systems. Yeah, put that there. No, it's full. Take it with me. Alright. Thank you, Sophie. Oh, can I do that? Can I replay the audio from my log? It was a conversation, though, not a radio message. Let's see if it does it. Voice log. Ah, here it is. Listen.
What happens as you are sleeping? I was being pulled from illogical world to illogical world, with you at the center of them all.
That's Alan.
I was dreaming. The brain processes in mysterious ways when we sleep.
Does it serve a purpose? It was such disorienting and fragmented thought. Random images and sensations.
No one is completely sure what it does. There are theories, but every human dreams. Many other mammals, too.
Is it enjoyable?
It can be. We can experience impossible joy, and also impossible terror in our dreams. Sometimes I can fly. Sometimes I call out to Sam and can't reach her. Sometimes I'm in my underwear, defending my doctoral thesis. It's a mixed bag.
Your biofeedback indicates that flying is the most enjoyable dream. I therefore hope you have many more of those. Mainly for my own safety.
I presume meaning that we do not experience flying for real and therefore crash and die. But also it's rather sweet and heartfelt that he said that. Yeah. Alan's interesting. So it doesn't seem to be one person. It seems to be, I guess, the science team that we're here. I read emergency repository for their brains when their media are in trouble. Their media being their, I assume, androids? No, I don't think... Well, I don't think they're meant to be a collective, Bacon. Just based on what was said before, I think they were individuals and they would live in mostly individual bodies. They also apparently had no distinction between organic and mechanical, so... Yeah, I guess they would just move freely, their minds between their machines and their constructs. But now they've been trapped so long together in one ball, I suppose, in one cube. Yeah, I hope they're okay. I mean, Jesus Christ, thousands of years spent sealed in a box. A living mind. Don't know how many living minds. It would drive anyone insane. Thank you, Crimson101. Thank you for your kindness, Crimson. Holy shit. Thank you for the tier 3 for 69 months. Fuck, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you, Crimson. You've been unbelievably kind to me. Thank you, Coolest Loner and Martin, Mr. Bear, Niaki. Thank you, all of you. Martin for the 49 months. Jesus. And thank you, Liteus. Thank you. Jesus, and AKA, fucking hell, looking at these numbers. AKA 40s for 71 months. Jesus, yeah, holy shit, guys, thank you. Also, look at this animal. She's on a clean blanket now. You right, gorgeous? One moment, there's something important that I must do. She's happy. She's comfy. She hasn't had breakfast yet. I'll feed her after the stream. But yeah, in the park there's a gentleman in one of those mobility scooters, and whenever she goes up to this gentleman, she gets both strokes on her head and also little cubes of treats. And unfortunately, it kind of means that she thinks that anyone in a mobility scooter will give her treats. She's associated the scooter with, ooh, treat man. So, yeah, if I'm walking in the street and some lady, like old lady, has a mobility scooter, she's like, oh my god. I'm like, no, it's not him. Calm down. Yeah, it's like her ice cream truck, I guess, isn't it? Yes. What's that? Ah, dear. Right, sorry, back to the game. Okay. Right, ooh, coffee. Ah, it's empty. Damn it. Ah, I want my bean juice. Alright, let's go. So, what's my next step? Now, Alan, in my brain, tells me that there are pieces of what I assume are replacement androids, or at least replacement media? Again, it's not entirely clear what he meant. Just gonna grab some water. So I can find pieces, and he's identified something that we should check out about 1 kilometer northeast of here. In addition, 1 kilometer southeast of here, there's the wreckage of a large vessel called the Mercury 2. It looks like it's been there a while. The base that I was investigating, the corporate base where my sister worked, says that they were scavenging wires from it. Ooh, 1 minute. So, I might as well go back there and investigate. Let me get a wire cutter. Wire cutter? Sorry, a laser cutter, I meant to say. I'm looking for water. As in, a bladderfish, so I can get fresh water. They're not very common in this biome. They seem to be mostly over near the start. There's one. Bladderfish, bladderfish. Come back. Right. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a nice day today. Welcome to your Friday. Over here, I've just got to try and push this bullshittery over the finish line, which is easier said than done. I'm very, very eager to get started with the next project, frankly. Or rather, I'm eager to go fishing. I really could do with a break. Alright. You too, dragon. Right. Water. Alright. Okay, compass I've already got. Where's the laser cutter? Repair tool, flares, air bladder for emergencies. The laser cutter. 2 diamonds, 1 battery, 1 piece of titanium, and 1 piece of crystalline sulfur. We should also consider building a propulsion cannon. We have the ability to do so. 1 moment. Crystalline sulfur, 2 diamonds. What was the other thing it required? Was it a battery? Titanium. 1 moment. Titanium. Okay. So, So, a cutting device suitable for penetrating standard titanium doors. Okay. A single battery. Let me just pull one out of the, what's it? It's alright, yeah, I know, everyone tells me about the pin system every time. It's fine. There we go. I don't need a nav marker on my screen, if you're paying attention. Nor do you need recipes listed on the screen all the time, if you're paying attention. Right. Plus, I've played this game a lot. Well, not this game, but Subnautica. Right. Although, admittedly, I rarely use this device. I remember getting it, but then I just ignored it. Same with the decoys. Okay. The laser cutter. This I did use a lot. Alright. Put the rest of the stuff back. Then, I think we should go back to the Mercury. Now, when we were exploring the Mercury, we found logs from a gentleman called Elliot. Elliot was expressing, well, he was mourning the fact that he felt that he wouldn't escape the planet alive. What was interesting, though, is that apparently he said that, well, it was the way that the audio log was worded was strange. It implied that going into the water was optional. But when I found the ship, it was shorn in half. And it had been there for a very long time. To me, that implied that it had been shot down by the same unnamed thing that happened to the Aurora, the ship from the first game. Maybe there'll be more information on that. Oh yes, the sea truck does indeed need repairs, doesn't it? Good idea. That's a point, lady. Maybe, yeah, maybe it was parked on an ice sheet. But why is it shorn in half? Maybe because it's a space vessel. Maybe it's simply not built to handle the pressures of, well, not pressures, but the erosion of an ocean. Maybe it exploded. Let's see. Right. So we're going to go southwest from the Coral Bridge Forest. We should, hopefully... Oh, bit of a rendering problem there. Can you bog off, please? I'll switch on the beacon, find it directly. So, last known position of the pilot over there. Oh, it's quite directly east. Shit. Stay away from whatever that is.
Mineral-rich crevices detected below.
Ooh.
Geothermal activity detected. Caution advised.
Interesting. Heavy geothermal activity. I've accidentally wandered into the wrong zone, haven't I? Is that a piece of a sea truck or a specific module? Do this quickly. Sea truck fragment. Don't require it. I've already got the sea truck. Fuck. Bit of a tight squeeze. Interesting. One moment. Do I have... No, I don't have any remaining beacons. Should have brought one with me. Okay. So, a notable thing is that the aliens that were here... Oh, I see. I'm on the wrong side of the station. Whoops. No problem. We'll just go around it. Shit. Shit, fuck, shit, fuck. So the aliens that were here before had a habit of building their stations around geothermally, around volcanically active areas. They went so far as to build one of their main facilities, more or less in the main magma chamber of an enormous volcano. They were utilizing the energy from it. As a result, thousands of years later, the facility was still running flawlessly. So, it wouldn't surprise me if I dive deeper to find more of their alien things. What's that? It's a vehicle station. I've already got one of those. It wouldn't surprise me if I dive down and find more of their facilities. But what exactly they're doing in this area of the planet is not clear. So 4546b, this world here, has an extremely strange thing going on with its ecosystem. I keep mentioning this in every stream because it's worth repeating. Most of this planet is dead. Some sort of enormous ecological collapse occurred 1,000-something years ago. So most of the planet consists of microscopic life or leviathans, which are cruising through the darkness, eating that the plankton, phytoplankton. Apart from very specific areas which have completely unique circumstances, which are a little bit of a spoiler for the first Subnautica, which meant that life was preserved from said extinction event. This has to be one of them. Ooh, that's cool. Shit. But the question is why? Why would this place be preserved? Because the other place got preserved kind of by accident? Here we go. So past this volcanic shelf, we should find the lily pads. Here they are. It's a glow whale. So, this is where the Mercury ship crashed. What's that there? Oh, could that be the piece that was ripped off? Indeed, look, okay. So this biome appears to have these enormous lily pads, ocean-going lilies, which are sinking their seeds down to the seabed where they grow.
I have been able to sense the location of an important artifact. I will share its coordinates so you can look into it.
Got it.
Is it that one there, Alan?
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
No, 600 meters that way. Thank you, Alan. I'll look into that shortly. But yes, the lilies are dropping their seeds down, you see? And their roots are going deep into the rock. And then they're creating a sort of gas bladder, which is lifting the rocks up, like so, acting as anchors for the lily pads on the surface. That's what these are. So I presume that these seeds accidentally ripped up something. Look. One of the installations that belong to the aliens. What did they rip up? One minute, there are predators in this area. Grab item. Load item from inventory. How does this work again? It's been too long. Pretty. Power conduit, maybe? Let's follow it. Not me. Wasn't me. Thank you, Poigus. Thank you very much, Poigus. Ah, is this the unusually large rock? It's mentioned that there was one that was abnormally large on the sensors. Could this be it? Thank you, Panda. Thank you very much, Panda. Whoa, okay. Altera, a habitat. Hidden inside, or is there a way in from the outside? No, there must be. Hello. Is it still manned? No. A hole ripped in the roof. Unrepaired. It's completely flooded. But it doesn't look old. Hang on. Looks almost fresh. Limited biofouling. Let's have a look. Curtains are just floating. It's not vines or anything. Scan what I can. They have grow beds. I don't know these yet. Excellent. Exterior grow beds. Antennae plant. Fruit. Interesting. I'll take some samples for later. You think I can plant them? Okay. Cool. Data box. Swim charge fins. Not sure what that is. Hydrochloric acid blueprint. Bulkhead. Ah, good. I'll be able to properly compartmentalize the base in the event of damage. Oh, look! Omega. Right? We were looking for the Zero base, not the Omega base, but okay. We'll see what they were doing here. Wasn't it bacteria research? Viral research? What was it they said? Hang on. Databank. Let's have a look. Memos. Maps. Altera facility map. Yes, in the lily pads. This is it. Omega Lab. Biological research. Classified. Okay. Let's have a look, shall we? Omega Lab. It says it right there. Seems quite small. Should have made a flashlight. Torch even, sorry. Vending machine. Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much, Mike. Go on the sea moth. On the sea glide. Framed piece of art. Ah. No? Aromatherapy lamp. Pick up a framed picture. Oh. Oh, wait. Huh? Wait, what was that? Sam and... What's that? Oh, holy shit, hang on. That was, Danielle? Right? Oh, was that who she was talking about? She said she thought she was, like, in a relationship? Flirting, question mark. Oh, I see. It must have been with Danielle.
I challenged your spy pangling to a foot race earlier.
Because you got tired of losing to me?
Ouch. What if I've been letting you win so I could see you smile?
Cute. But I don't believe it. There are easier ways to make someone smile.
Easier than losing a foot race?
Oh, I think you're a woman with many talents.
What are you implying?
The artwork that appeared in my lab the other day?
Oh, that. A study in Parhelion Red.
I assume you had something to do with that.
That depends. Do you like it?
It's beautiful. Like the person who gave it to me.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were flirting with me.
Do you know better?
I don't know what I know anymore. Not when you're looking at me like that.
Oh. That Danielle voice actress is pretty good. Ah, okay, so I guess Sam's a bit of an Anglophile then, it seems. Right. Yeah, Dr. Daniel Valenti. What does she work on again? I can't remember. Hang on. Altera Personnel. Oh, there's no entry for Danielle. So she worked at the Omega Lab, so I'm guessing, like... Oh, hang on. I can make her bed specifically. Viral research, maybe? What's the word I'm looking for? Like a scientist who would study the Cara bacterium? Oh, wait. Fam. Vin Fam? I have no name for Vin Fam. Nothing on my notes. Who is that? Wish you were here. Hey, Tiger. Miss you a lot, and I can't wait for both of our assignments to be over with. Delta 6 has been an amazing opportunity. I never tire of watching the sunrise and sunset over the black sands of the Chirizane Desert. It's beautiful. The only way that it could be better is if you were here. Loving you across the stars, Irene. And also, I seem to be freezing. Is it cold in there?
Danny's not here, I'm afraid.
That's okay. It's you I wanted to see. What's that you're working on?
Just a sketch for a piece I want to make. I'm slacking off. Don't tell the boss lady.
I won't. It's beautiful. What is it?
I'm doing a series inspired by bacteria. Mutant beauty. Life, death, risk. You know, that kind of thing.
What's this one? It looks like Karab, but... Vin, is this a mutation?
It's just an art project.
You know you're doing that thing with your neck, like when you're trying to bluff an alien intruder.
Alright, fine. Fine. I'm bad at lying.
Are you mutating Karab bacterium from the frozen Leviathan? Here? In this lab?
Please, don't ask me any more questions.
I don't think I need to.
I mean, not trying to state the obvious, but Carabacterium mutates easily on its own. You don't need to fuck with it. That was part of the problem, according to the architects. It mutated so rapidly that they couldn't deal with it. It's one of its principal problems. In fact, finding a species that was outright immune to all forms of Kara was extremely difficult. It's what led the aliens here, apparently, according to the first Subnautica, sorry. So, not really surprising that there would be mutations. There are probably hundreds of different versions. The problem is they don't know what they're fucking with. They don't have the context that we do as the player. Although they kind of do, to be honest. The Carabacterium fucked the architects. Ooh. Multi-purpose room glass dome. Oh, I'd love to have one of these. Nice. I can now build it back at my home. Command chair. If you're just joining the stream, I'm around 202 meters deep inside a research lab which was analysing viruses, specifically the Kara bacteria, which is a type of bacteria that's in the water and all organisms here on this world. Ah, good. Water filtration. I'll be able to drink fresh water back at the base. Good. 1 minute. Logs and communication. Focus the task revolution.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Thank you, Xena. What's this then? 1 moment. Memo. Focus the task revolution. Beg your pardon? Weird. The key to total uninterrupted focus on what's important is the ability to unfocus on the unimportant. The ultimate goal of concentration is not to block out surrounding environments, but to maintain total focus in spite of them. They will be there. You must be not only better than them, but decoupled from them. You've heard of multitasking. Now get ready for monotasking. Studies have shown that humans, even the most capable among us, cannot focus on two activities at once to the extent required to complete them optimally and thoroughly. Multitasking is an illusion to make you think you're getting more done, when in reality you're most likely neglecting one task or the other. Monotasking rejects the notion that humans should even bother trying to multitask, as not only does it hinder productivity, but increases stress and even guilt when it doesn't yield higher productivity. You, expert task revolutionary, have no time for systems that do not work, so let's explore monotasking more in the next Chat Let's Not. Right. What's this then? Just part of the frame. Okay. Was this here just for oxygen generation, or were they experimenting on the plants? Ah, control room. I see. Is it a separate type of room entirely? Nice. I can now make that back at my base. PDA from Altera. Who's that? I don't recognize that face.
Investigation notes.
Alexis.
Omega Lab was first breached by heavy impact, perhaps from a sea track modified with some sort of battering implement. A localized explosive charge was then released and detonated from a distance. Lab equipment was damaged to the point of inoperability, and all live specimens were destroyed. No personnel was injured. Samples have been collected for analysis to determine whether any bacteria escaped. It is, however, unlikely. The heat of the charge should have boiled everything within a 10-meter radius.
Oh shit, I'm going cold. Wait, does she not know? That's interesting. Hang on. Sorry, she doesn't know that Kara won't survive out here in the ocean. She doesn't know that. She thinks that Kara can escape into the ocean, but it can't. Not if what happened at the end of Subnautica is true. It's been wiped out from the local environment. Oh, no, so hang on, I'm getting my facts wrong. So what I said before, it's not in all the organisms anymore, is it? Okay, so sort of like cover your ears if you don't want to hear this, if you haven't played the first Subnautica and you really want to, I strongly recommend. Subnautica involves the alien race that's in our head trying to find a way to stop the Kara bacterium, which was wiping out their civilization. They came to this world because the larger the creature, the better it was at seemingly being able to defeat the virus despite its incredibly fast mutation rate. However, organisms that were currently alive were only capable of suppressing the virus, not eradicating it. There was some species here that was doing something, some quirk to do with the way that it was living, that was somehow suppressing the virus. But they couldn't get it stronger. What they didn't know, the piece of the puzzle that they didn't know, probably because they're machines, or rather they're too separated from we as simple fleshy bodies, is that the cure was an enzyme called enzyme 42, which seems to be a byproduct of the juvenile species of one of the creatures on this world, which has an extremely long lifespan and a very rare reproductive rate. Which is why they never found it. If it only happens once every several thousand years, they never saw it. We made that happen. We made it happen. The juveniles of that species exist throughout the planet now, although one could probably assume that it's only been a few years, so there's probably
Seek fluid intake immediately.
no more than 5 or 6. But they're out there, somewhere. And they're releasing the enzyme, which is not just suppressing it, it's wiping it out. So there's no way that Kara could survive in the ocean. No way. The moment it touches the seawater, Kara is annihilated due to the microscopic presence of enzyme 42. But she doesn't know that. That lady, what was her name? Alexis, doesn't know that, which means they don't know about the Sea Empresses. How much did I tell them when I left this world? They were mutating it. Doesn't matter, that's why enzyme 42 was so useful. It eradicates Kara, regardless of its mutation rate, apparently, according to the first game. That's why the aliens were after it. So sorry, maybe I'm just jumping to conclusions, but that implies that Alexis doesn't know, that Altera doesn't know about the Sea Empresses.
Studied the first Kara bacteria samples from the specimen. Results are promising. We were able to stimulate rapid multiplication of cells in a controlled environment, resulting in the creation of several different mutations with potentially useful applications. Think of the possibilities. Life-saving treatments, genetic research. It could be a window to understand the evolution of life on this planet. The findings could move us forward by years. We recommend a wider study, using samples collected from a greater variety of sites around the original pustules. We trust you will provide the necessary security to do so. The Leviathan site must be protected.
She's a fool. She's an absolute fool. Okay. Hello. I'm receiving a call from Alan in my brain? Hello?
That laboratory appeared to have been sabotaged intentionally. Do you know what it would have been used for?
Looked like maybe bacteriology. That's what the equipment was for anyway. Before a fire tornado ran through it, or something.
Do you think your sister had something to do with the destruction?
I don't know why she would, but the more I see on this planet, the less I know what to think. Who would want to destroy it?
Yeah. Okay. So someone's trying to stop Kara from... Well, all they had to do was expose it to the seawater, as I mentioned, so they succeeded. I'm surprised Alan isn't freaking the fuck out. His people died, or were forced to go into their emergency shutdown to escape this virus, right? And he's seeing the humans fuck with it from frozen samples? I'm surprised Alan is not enraged. Or mocking the folly of the humans who are dabbling with fire. These are batteries, aren't they? Can I not grab these? Oh, okay. So someone attacked the lab. Do they have emotions? I don't know. I hope not. I really hope not. Cooped up in a box for several thousand years. Ah, power charge. With the ability to feel. That would be torture. Okay, so if you're just joining, I'm playing as a, I think, xenobiologist, but at least explorer and scientist, who's here on this world, 4546b, the ocean planet being exploited by the Altera Corporation, in secret. I'm here to find out the fate of my sister, Sam. Her lover worked here, Danielle, working on the bacteria that they found from a frozen Leviathan sample. Okay. Someone attacked this lab, though. Destroyed the samples. But they said that they were getting more pustules, didn't they, from the Leviathan? So presumably this person would want to destroy that?
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Thank you, Xena. So maybe that's the next place to look, or at least another place to follow up on. Go to the frozen Leviathan, wherever that is. Didn't Fred, the truck driver, say that it's not that far from the Delta base? Just down? He said he saw it, frozen, and he said it was weird. So it must be in that area. Okay. One moment. Alright. So, what now? I could go back to the Mercury and keep exploring while I'm in the area. No reason why not. So, let's go this way. Also, we had that sensor hit from Alan. Something of note from his species. Oh yeah, 33% power. I better not push it. Should get back to the base and charge the vehicle. So nearby, I should find the Mercury. Keep your eyes peeled. Ooh, what's that? Hello. The Arrow Ray. Databank. Oh wait, I've got new entries for them. So this guy, what was he doing again? So junior scientist, biochemistry, reports to Dr. Danielle Valenti. Current project, bacterial analysis. Dr. Danielle Valenti. Senior scientist, biochemistry, reports to Emmanuel Desjardins. Current project, bacterial analysis. Alex Rydell. Independent investigator, Transgov Affairs, reports to Altera HQ. So they're paying close attention. Okay. And him, creepy. Human resources, of course you are. And communications liaison. Right. There was a log earlier where he was basically sending the HR equivalent of a Dear John letter to his spouse. I'm not sure if it was a he or a she, but talking about how they work great apart and they should continue that project together. And I was like, ugh. It goes quite deep. Interesting. Oh, 1 minute. The ray. Indigenous life forms, fauna, herbivore, the arrow ray, a relatively small ray species capable of fast evasive maneuvers, feeds on plankton. The fins on its head form an isosceles triangle, which it can tilt to perform fast and unpredictable maneuvers. Sharp forward fin tips are capable of spearing, really, attackers who manage to catch up. Where? Oh, these? Oh, wow. So be careful, it might stab me. Mostly harmless, though. Okay. The spinnerfish. A bizarre fish with star-like fins, which it spins to generate propulsion. capable of very high speeds in a straight line, slow, wide turning circle. Like other small prey fish, they feed on a variety of seeds and grasses around the seabed. Edible. Oh. I didn't eat one. I should try one next time. Okay, where to now? Let's look for the Mercury 2. So hang on a minute, I haven't necessarily found out those cables that were severed. Where were they leading? It certainly wasn't to the Omega Lab. I figured that that's what it was. Oh, hang on. I figured the Omega Lab was looking at Architect
Calorie
Ruin.
intake recommended.
One moment. Yum, yum.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Don't eat all the samples. Cool. Are the Altera Corporation not worried that their attacker or their saboteur may simply just walk up to these and poke them? Like, sever the connections to drop the rock down on the head of the Omega Lab? Just saying. Oh look, it's a sea monkey. Oh no! Oh no! No wait, that's not a sea monkey, it looks different. It's got spines on its back. Odd. Okay. Ooh, pretty. No sign of the, I should have built my base here. Well, there's still time. I can always move. It's no problem. Alright. Need to find the Mercury. In fact, no, hold on. Last time I moved and built my base where the big Leviathan herbivores roam, I woke up to find my entire base shaking. The walls shaking, my table shaking, the windows shaking. With a vibrating sound, sounded like whale song. And then I poked my head out the side of the base to find one of the bastards had just fallen asleep on the side of my habitat. Every time it made a noise, it just shook the entire damn foundations. You remember that? Bastard. And it was there for hours. Hours and hours and hours. That motherfucker was still there. Playing his bloody whale song. I swear he did it on purpose. Right. What's that there? Is that a piece of a module for a sea truck? It may well be. Let us investigate. That's a horrible thing. Looks a bit like a bull squid, doesn't it? From Half-Life. Right. Aquarium module fragment. Presumably to collect samples with the sea truck. I can now build one. Fantabulous. Alright. There it is. So for those that didn't see the stream yesterday, this is the Mercury 2, an enormous vessel which appears to have been shorn in half? The bow and the stern are separated by quite some distance, and large pieces of the hull are being pulled off by, look, the same things that were lifting the rocks. Those lilies. Must admit, insofar as game design, it's very cool, isn't it? The idea that a shipwreck can be pulled apart by lilies that float. Look at that. The roots go deep into the superstructure and then it begins the lifting process, becoming an anchor for the adult plant. Thank you, Zenthi. Thank you very much, Zenthi. Although, truth be told, I'm not sure how the lilies are surviving the storms. 4546b, apparently, according to the Degassi crew, suffers from extreme storms. They had to retreat underwater due to the severity of them. High winds. Okay. Whoops. looking for the entrance. Or an entrance. So yeah, generally speaking, not always, but generally speaking, the deeper the wreck, the more gentle the corrosion. Something to do with shallow waters stirring up oxygen, so the corrosive effects of rust are much, much worse in the shallows. In deep water, though, not so much. You also get an effect on shipwrecks. Is it called concretion? Where organic materials being left behind, along with algae, start to form a sort of glue on everything inside it and outside of it. Which means that, weirdly, deep wrecks covered in that goo can be well preserved, and the materials inside, if they can be extracted and brought to the surface, it can be cleaned off and they can be remarkably well preserved. Some of the artifacts from the Titanic, for example, are incredibly well preserved, assisted by the depth and the temperature, of course. One moment. Also, apparently, wrecks of submarines last an extremely long time. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. The specifics of their hull design. Resisting pressure means that they tend to stick around.
I'm alive. Stefanos saved me.
Yasmin.
The Mercury attempted an emergency takeoff and everything seemed fine. I was helping the bridge crew with the emergency takeoff since the crew was short-handed because of everything. I heard the sound of metal tearing and for a split second, everything was tinged bright green and unbearably hot.
The platform.
Then I saw daylight and I was looking down at the ocean and ice. The strongest wind I've ever felt roared in my ears, ripping through the ship. People went flying out the side of the Mercury, so much screaming and chaos. I was lucky. I had just clipped into my sea tinker. Stefanos came out of nowhere, like a malaika, an angel. I felt his rough, calloused hand grasp mine, the gentlest of urgency. It felt like time slowed. He said, "I gotcha. Just follow me, Ella." I don't know how, but he used an emergency tether to drag me to the nuclear reactor core, the strongest bulkhead in the ship. We hit the water and everything went black. He's sleeping. I think he might have hit his head. I'm exhausted. The adrenaline has long since worn off and my body aches. I think I might have fractured the rib. I'm gonna shut my eyes for a bit. When I wake up, I'll figure this out. I'll save us.
If she woke up. Shit. Interesting. A green flash. They said emergency takeoff. I presume what she's referring to is the fact that they lost some crew diving down, I guess, to Leviathans? They lost some crew and then were attempting an emergency takeoff. So, does that imply that they landed on the ice successfully and they weren't shot down? This planet is protected by was protected by a quarantine system set up by the aliens. A green, well, it's a weapon. Some sort of weapon that has the ability to wrap itself around the planet to strike anything from any range. How did they land at first, though? The Aurora from the first game was shot down performing a simple slingshot maneuver. How did they successfully land? Questions. Sealed. 1 minute. No? Cut open to access? I've not seen a box locked by a laser cutter before. Odd. It's normally doors that you can cut open. The repair tool? Sure, I'll give it a whirly. Maybe the knife? Oh, sorry. Did I have the repair tool in my hand? I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. There we go. Synthetic fibers. Oh, nothing to phone home about. Ah, I see. showing up on the map. Another laser, another door over there.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay. Didn't this happen post Subnautica 1? Wouldn't the gun have been deactivated? No, well this couldn't have happened post Subnautica 1. Look, the wreck is too old. Way too old. I mean, I don't know the exact timeline, but presumably the first Subnautica game could have only been a handful of years ago. I'm guessing probably 5 years or less. Look at this.
Seek fluid intake.
This thing is derelict. It's rusting all over. This corrosion would take, I don't know, decades. This ship has been here a long time. Here we go. Sure, static, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that the platform reactivated itself. Not that I'm saying it is, but architect technology is durable. And the gun wasn't disabled, it merely switched itself off when I convinced it that Kara had been completely annihilated. Which it was. Oh shit. That's stupid. If the goddamn Altera Corporation are fucking around, they're gonna switch the platform back on. Ah, excellent. Alien containment. It's an aquarium. Good. Trusting my instincts, Diana.
My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the Discovery Clause. Let's see Stefanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
Ah, we're back here. Alas, I've already scanned these prawn suits. Is there another opportunity for laser cutting in the area? I think there was. This is the back end of the ship, I think. Okay. Yeah. Cutting open. Oh. Oh god. Was that radioactive? It is. Oopsie doopsie. We best get back to the, hang on. Shit, which side did I park on? I should have retraced my steps, that was stupid. There it is. Go. Drink some filtered
Vital
water.
signs stabilizing.
Decompose. I'm gonna have to think about heading back soon. Get some more water. Get some more food. All right. Let's keep exploring a little bit more. What was her name again? It was Diana, wasn't it? So she was pushing the Mercury 2 crew to come here for biopatenting. They were scanning the life forms. And of course alien ruins, which would be hella interesting. Okay. So, if you're just joining the stream, welcome indeed. I'm currently exploring the ruins of an enormous ship which crash-landed in the ocean, I presume a very long time ago. One of the logs just said that there was a green flash before they crashed, which sounds a lot like the containment platform, the weapon system that was designed by the ancient aliens that had a research station here to keep a virus contained. Ooh, parallel processing unit fragment. What is that, sorry? 1 of 3. They fell victim to it and, well, subsequently fell victim to the Extremely dangerous megafauna on this world. Lots of very large carnivores here. A mess hall. Hang on. I must move quickly. Ah, good. Shit, I'm gonna get lost. Don't get lost, don't get lost. We're okay. No, I'm fine. Right. Get a bit more air. Yeah, good idea. Probably a good idea to save before I drown inside a wreck. Here we go. Nice and quick. So back in. Through the door. Through the vent. Okay, and then we scan that. Let's go through the mess this time. Check the dorms. I checked this one before. Aha. I see. I'm here. We're cool. Quick way out if I need an escape. Yeah, rapid escape. Captain Badass.
Sol should
Deanna.
pay me more to lead these missions. I saved the whole damn crew from destruction. Mercury 2 was nearly obliterated by an immensely powerful energy beam. I don't know any weapon system with that level of capability. The power source to get that kind of range must be, well, otherworldly. We got lucky. The energy signature is similar to some of the weaponry meant to counter pirates on mining freighters. The refraction of the beam across the atmosphere? Ryan's belt. It looked like the Northern Lights. Such power. I fired the emergency flares and dumped water from the nuclear core. I think the heat signature confused the weapons tracking for just an instant. I managed a slight evasive maneuver, and I felt the Mercury get rocked by the sonic boom as the nuclear runoff rapidly evaporated. That alone could have taken us out.
Right.
Definitely asking for a pay raise. This is not what I signed up for. My days of risky missions should be behind me. But what the hell? I still got it. Even if it was luck. Hopefully, whatever didn't want us on the planet doesn't mind when we leave.
That's how they got down. Okay. So I presume Diana was one of the casualties that went down? One of the ones that was killed by the Leviathans. They couldn't use the same trick twice? Either because they didn't have the coolant in the... well, what they had in the core before, or they lacked Diana's skills. That's why the beam missed. Okay.
Seek fluid intake.
Yep, we're good. Okay. Clever. Well done, Captain. That is, yeah. Many ships have been taken out by that tower. The Aurora, the Degassi, and many... oh, the Sunbeam, and many after that. This is the first ship that successfully evaded the beam, or at least, well, once. Okay. Was there anything over here that I did not check? Thank you, Teot. Thank you very much, Teot. Hi there, Teot. Look at these enormous roots from the lilies. They go incredibly deep. They're trying to ensure that they have suitable purchase on the rock in order to use it for an anchor. Oh. The bridge. Oh yeah, what was the other PDA first? I missed one. This one. Thruster damage, Stefanos. The one that, what's her name? Yasmin spoke softly of.
Well, we landed safely. despite my apprehension. Diana, damned adrenaline junkie, took one of her defining risks and it paid off. Why hire me as the maintenance engineering officer if you aren't going to listen to their advice? Papa. I didn't go to school for 8 years and get 3 degrees for nothing. I tried to convince Diana that we don't need to stop for repairs. That's what the drift drive and the secondary propulsion system are for. It's just a bit slower, but she's in charge, not me. On the plus side, I get to work with Yasmin. I didn't know she was such a busybody. She's been going around the whole ship giving folks a hand. I think she was getting on Diana's nerves, so she assigned Yasmin to me. She's helping me inspect and repair the thruster systems. I thought I was the most mechanically inclined person on the ship, but I think she has me beat. She can definitely teach me a thing or two, as long as I don't get too distracted by her smile. She's got the best smile.
I like the dialogue in Subnautica games. It's, I don't know how to word it. There's this strange... Yeah, I'm not sure what words to even select in saying my thoughts here. But sometimes when it comes to sci-fi games or sci-fi shows, there's this weird thing where people snipe at each other. Writers try to write drama, like people bickering. As if bickering is either comedic or tension, passion. But sometimes it's nice to just have genuine warmth amongst people who are competent and just like each other. It's more human. Yeah. It's like that Star Trek thing, you know, the new Trek? I've been sort of peripherally reading about that. It's like these people just seem to they seem like shitty people. When they talk to each other, they just seem like shitty people. Yeah, it's nice to play a game where people are just... well, they're just nice to each other. They like each other. What was that other log? Was it Diana? No, not that one. Elliot. Did I miss one? Am I going crazy? Oh, I didn't pick it up. Emergency takeoff. Diana.
Ryan's felt this all went sideways. How could I have known that so much would go wrong? I failed my crew. No. I don't fail. I didn't get into this position by being a failure. It's this desolate land. Frigid. And cursed. Between these tunneling creatures and a strange sickness that a few of the crew are showing symptoms of, we have to leave at first light tomorrow. We are prepping for a rapid takeoff. We can't take chances with the vibrations drawing the tunnelers, so we're skipping the systems check. Risky, but I have faith in myself and the crew of the Mercury. Landing this thing was practically a miracle, though. But we have to get out of here. Maybe the weapon is to keep people away. But if we leave, it'll let us go. I have to leave the quarantined crew in the cave behind. We will be back for them. But we can't risk an unknown infection spreading through the Mercury. We're packing survival kits for them, but there's only enough surplus for about 2 weeks. I'm telling them that we will come back. But I don't think I can land here safely. Twice. I hate this. But I have to leave them behind. I can't risk the entirety of the Mercury.
Finally. Finally. It's a heartbreaking decision, but Kara is too dangerous. Finally someone who understands the danger. Also, that establishes the timeline. This was definitely shot down many, many years ago. The Kara bacteria had already affected... well, the moment they touched the water, it infected the crew. Cave. So, there were survivors deep down? I should go looking for them. Find out what happened to them. And what was that about tunnelers and vibrations? I know of no creature that is attracted to vibrations specifically, beyond maybe the crab snakes or whatever they're called. Okay. So they assumed that the energy bolt wouldn't go for them as they took flight. For those not familiar, unfortunately they're wrong. That's the exact purpose. No ship can leave the planet. Not with the Carobacterium. So wait, So she was at the helm. They didn't lose her. Maybe they simply... Maybe the platform adapted. Maybe it went for them despite their precautions. It is an AI. Okay. What is that noise? I keep hearing an unusual noise. Wait. No, this is just a cave system beneath the mercury. Copper ore. Titanium. So I wonder where they were. What is that noise? I'm getting turned around here. Stand by. It's just a closed cave system. Goes nowhere. Something sounds like it's screaming. You hear that? It's creepy. Sort of, Kaken. Truth be told, it's a mystery story game, but it did not start as this. Subnautica was... No? Subnautica was part of the glut of the open world survival craze from like 2013 to 16 or 17. But they retrofitted a story onto it, and frankly, they did a bang-up job. The biomes that previously existed purely to explore and find stuff were changed. Oh, an ore vein. Oh, I see. They look different from how they used to. The biomes that existed previously purely for the sake of exploration were retrofitted to contain individual pieces of a story. You would find clues as you go. And the upgrades that you would get, for example, the new vehicles that you would unlock, would give you access to more places that you could explore. The depth was changed, you see. Whereas before, your ship could just go more or less anywhere. There would now be hard limits on what you could and could not explore based on the equipment that you'd found. So they basically managed to chop up the game into bite-sized pieces in a fairly organic way, utilising, well, pressure, water pressure, depth. So as the story progressed in the original Subnautica, you started to understand what was going on. It was rather well done. I was quite impressed with it. Okay. Must admit, a little disappointed that I didn't find the other piece of the prawn suit. Maybe I should go check out the stern? Wait. This is the... sorry, no, check out the, this is the bridge. Yeah, what happened to the rear? What happened to the engine compartment? Hang on. It's this way, isn't it? Shit. Stay away from those. Okay. Did they crash in this biome, though? I doubt it somehow. Thank you, Jinder. Thank you very much, Jinder. What type of route is this? Nordon by the sea monkeys, maybe. It's a very pretty game. Shit. Ah. of their nests. One moment. The sea monkeys have a habit of collecting metal things, little magpies. I've scanned this one already. Hello. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. You bought me some quartz. Have a lovely day. Give him a fish? I don't have a fish. Maybe I should grab a fish. Ah, another one. Have I been through here? One moment. Where's my propulsion thing? Let me grab a fish. Ooh, big predator. No fish? Stay away from him. Oh wow, can I? Gravity gun. Pretty. Look at this place. Maybe this is the cave system that they mentioned? Okay. So, let's... What's my next task? I need to go back to the base and retrofit it with some of the stuff that I've found. Let me just see if I can find the... Oh, have I scanned this one? I need to see if I can find the other part of the ship. I could scan something, could I not? Ah, ultra capacity tank fragment. Ah, excellent. I'll be able to upgrade my oxygen tank. Lovely jubbly. Ah, there's a fish. Excuse me, fish. Can I scan you? The newt fish. Hello, newt fish. Excuse me, can I just grab you for a minute? Thank you. Shoot item, release item.
New creature discovered.
A newt fish. Consume or drop? Or place it in my hand. Nah. Where's one of the sea monkeys? Sea monkey? Hello. Would you like this fish? Ah, I trade you copper for the... Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. No? Oh, I see. Just offered me... You're the trade. Can you not trade with them then? Would you like a fish? Do you have no concept of bartering? This is why you're like a fish and I'm like a... Yeah, take. Oh, are they... Oh, hello. My inventory's full. Let me drop one. Thank you, sea monkey. Enjoy this fish. Ah, I guess I don't need them. Ooh! Rubies. Hold on. Drop the quartz. Rubies are down here. I think I can upgrade my scanner room. Lovely jubbly. Hold the phone. Habitat builder. Where's it gone? I'm blind. I'm looking for... There it is. Mineral detector. Mineral detector.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Thank you, Xena. Ruby. Hang on. Need to get a transportation device on this sucker. Oh, this is where we are. Alright. Right, so let's just grab some rubies. Searching. Scanning. Enjoy it, Silver. It's very good. Ha. 1 ruby. So for the people just passing through the stream, please know that on the bullshittery front, sorry for the huge delay. I know there's a bit of a content drought on the channel. I'm on the grueling week 9 on the latest bullshittery. I didn't want that to be the case, but this bullshittery is proving to be mechanically complicated and quite long. Doing the best I can. I can't stream for super long. Another 25 minutes, and then I need to bog off and get on with it. I've got the video edited end to end, at least in a draft form. You can watch it, but it's not very good. It's not like it's not very good, it's just it's quite unpolished. I need to sit there and, like, this scene is too quick, or that one is too slow, or maybe I went too far with the text movement, so I've got to tone it down a bit. It's very hard when you're doing animation to really... You need to sit back on from time to time. Oh shit, sorry. You need to sit back and just kind of watch the whole thing end to end, and then stuff that you saw, basically, again, just woods through the trees. You got to sit back and spot the stuff that's hard to spot in the middle of the edit. Let's go back to the base. So, beacons manager, camera, drone, no, platform. There we go. So yeah. Do I ever have to edit out things that are too much for YouTube? Oh, all the time. All the time. Continue. Well, sorry, not specifically for jokes that are a bit too dark. But yeah, just edit stuff all the time because it's not funny, or maybe it's a bit iffy or whatever. I know it sounds a bit depressing, but it's just one of the realities of the situation. I'm fully expecting to one day simply be deplatformed, not for any specific sin, but more because YouTube as a platform trends towards family-friendly, more and more. I fully expect that sooner or later they're going to say no swearing or something, which is just going to deplatform me. Unfortunately, it's shit all over. YouTube is wank. Okay, so past the volcanic area. Watch out for these predators, they're pretty big. Whoa. Careful, careful, let's go this way. Oops, sorry, fuck, sorry, shit. Is the chat still keeping count of how many fish I've run over? 37! I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay. Right, so here we are, back at the base. It's not much of a base, to be honest. I might build elsewhere at some point. Right.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. All right then. Thank you, it's Scarlet. Thank you very much, Scarlet. Now then, I've managed to get some new technology that we can build. Let's put the artwork first upstairs in my bedroom. Well, it doesn't have to be in my bedroom. Let's put a couple down here. What's this then? Okay. That... Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay. That was from the room of that... What was his name? It was the virologist, the guy working on the bacteria. Nope. Seems to be... Hang on. Seems to be having trouble. There we go. No, wait. Which one was which?
Intake.
Because one of these was was painted by Danielle, wasn't it? Was this one the one painted by Danielle? So the one that was for Sam, my sister. She was trying to woo her. Okay. Nice. Right, what else did I find there? Sam and Danielle, okay. Where are they? Are they on the surface? Yeah. Well, they seem pretty serious. Okay. Right. Okay then. See? This is so other people, you know, happy in their relationships, flourishing. Me, penguin. Back in one moment. I require a wee wee. Penguin. With you one moment, I'm just going to pop the kettle on. Where's my mug? Hang on.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
like warm velvet. I appear to be dying of dehydration in the game. One moment.
Vital signs
Disgusting.
stabilizing.
She drinks and eats like an animal. An animal who moans. Stop it. Okay. For those joining the stream, welcome indeed. So, what I'm doing right now is I've returned to my ocean base in the Coral Bridge region, I think it's called. And what I need to do, well, so I've managed to get a few new pieces of technology which should help me. So, where's the base building tool? Habitat builder. So, multi-purpose room glass dome with enameled glass and lithium. Control room. Operational hub for observing and managing habitat power, structural integrity and aesthetic design. Scanner room. Multi-purpose room. The exterior grow bed. We should definitely get a few of those. Let us grow a few things out in the ocean. What else is here? Water filtration machine so we can drink. Nice. Nuclear reactor. Uses nuclear rods to generate energy. Very nice. An alien containment room to provide optimal conditions for flora and fauna. So we can get samples and cook fish if we have edible variants in there. Power cell charger. So for the big batteries, we should definitely get one of those. Ah, a few different options. A snack machine. Regular glass. I didn't realise you can actually make the lamps. Okay. What do you think would be the first priority? Multi-purpose room. Enameled glass. Doesn't that require... Hang on. Sorry, I think I got something in my throat. Hope I'm not coming down with something. Right. Let me just go into the scanner room for a second. I've picked up some rubies. Upgrades. One moment. Fabricator. Use the fabricator. Scanner speed. Scanner room range. It appears to all just be magnetite. Yes, getting magnetite will be super useful. I'll be able to scan greater regions. Alas, I've yet to find where that is. One moment. Also, chat, please don't tell me. The discovery is half the fun. Okay. So with the rubies... Habitat builder, laser cutter, electronics, reactor rod. What was it that one could do with the rubies? Data bank, blueprints. Oh, of course, I've got better gear that I can upgrade to. High capacity. Didn't I have an ultra capacity tank? Prawn suit. Thermoblade. Oh, okay, the modification station. Ah. A sea truck depth upgrade. Oh, nice. We can go much deeper with the sea truck. Okay. Let's get a modification station. Alright. So, what would it take to get one of those? Modification station requires... computer chip. Okay, diamond and lead. So we need to go get some lead, go get some diamond. No, we got that here, haven't we? Computer chip. Should be straightforward. A computer chip. Some gold. So gold, get some copper, get some titanium. Inventory full. Where's my... There it is. Right. So a computer chip. I've got the coral. Do I have the coral? Copper wire. Hang on. Might have to go out and get some coral. Okay, I've already got the diamond and the lead. No, it's lithium, not lead. Alright. Gonna have to step outside for a moment. Put these two power cells here, along with both rubies and the wiring kit. Whoops. Not yet. I've yet to build a moon pool zombie. Hang on, swap out the battery for a fully charged one. Let's go find the coral. It should be down here. Maybe just south. Grab some quartz at the same time. Aha. That's my knife. There we go.
Seek fluid intake.
Thank you, Xena. Very pretty biome, isn't it? Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. So, let's get computer chips. We're going to need a few of them, to be honest. Oh yes, I also found that CD, didn't I? So we should get a jukebox. Bag of bones. Okay. So, 2 computer chips. Nice. Keep one of... Oh, they're rotten. Damn. Can I not plant them then? I guess not. Right. So keep one of them for the sake of the scanner room, I think? Okay. Yeah, one for the scanner room. Modification station, diamond and lead. There's the... Nope. Sorry, it's the battery thing, isn't it? Diamond in my inventory. 1. Lithium. Damn, it's all lithium. Outside we go. Get my resource scanner. Alright. We're looking for galena outcrops, chance of lead. Searching. There's one. Must have swum past it. There it is. Lead, there we go. Try to grab a couple while we're down here. Another one there. Lithium, grab that as well. Okay. Right, now back over here, I'm going to grab some bladderfish for the sake of the water. Oh, no, my inventory is full. Drop off the titanium, it's easy to come across. Bladderfish 1. Pardon me, my food, you piss off. Not yet, lime box. That's what the modification station will help me do. Hi there, Hey Toots in Hong Kong. Greetings indeed. Hope you're very well. Right, so, at the station here, sustenance, water, utilize the membrane of the fish to purify the seawater. Disgusting.
Vital signs stabilizing.
No table manners. Okay. Modification station. There we go. I'll plop it down here for now, but I can always move it later. Lovely. So, modification station. Thermoblade. Cooks and sterilizes small organisms for immediate consumption. So, last time I picked up the knife, the first thing she did is she stabbed herself in the fingers with it. Is she going to do that now? No. Well done. So, the thermoblade means that I can cook fish on site without having to bring them back here. Nice. What else can I do? So, the ultra-high capacity tank. Take the regular tank and add lithium. No problem. How much lithium do I have? Should be sufficient. Modification station. Ultra high capacity tank. Additional air capacity. There we go. It's already on my back. Lovely. What else? Swim charge fins. Wirelessly charge your held tool while you swim. Oh, really? Okay. What's that, sorry? Polyaniline? How does one? High conductance polymer. Hydrochloric acid. Young cotton anemone. Where is that from? Salt deposits. Okay. Salt and young cotton anemone. Drop these reactors before I get my third arm growing through my armpit. Hang on. Outside we go. And go directly north to what I presume is the sub-zero equivalent of the safe shallows. Just past this kelp forest. Okay. Bullseye shroom. Cotton eye anemone. Looking for one. Sorry, bear with me. Have I scanned it? Databank. Alien data? Nope, coral. Table coral. Okay. Flora, exploitable. Frozen anemone. Maybe I've yet to encounter it, or I have encountered it, but I did not scan it. Okay. Right. Here is the pod that I snuck in through orbit with. Did I leave anything inside it? Oh, I did. Some salt. Okay, we'll bring that back. Salt, titanium, sulfur. A couple of creature eggs. We've got the Xeno, what's it? The storage device, so we can hatch those if we wish. See what species they are. Okay. Ah dear. Hi there, Wilhelm. Hi there indeed. Okay, keep your eyes open for a type of an enemy then. Thank you, Panzer Hamster. Thank you very much, Panzer. What's this thing? Okay. Pocket, all good, thank you. Don't worry. I've got a strong grasp on what's going... Well, not what's going on, but the exploration is fun. It's enjoyable. Okay, Sea Truck Depth Upgrade MK2 should be fairly straightforward. I believe I have 2 rubies, so ignore that for the moment. Kyanite, nickel ore, plasteel. One moment, sorry. I'm just going to grab the coffee pot over here. So in the afternoons, this animal goes off to play with her dog sitter. So I arranged that she goes to, well, it's just someone who lives locally. I bumped into her in the nearby park, and she had a particularly well-trained, much older dog at the time. And she offered, when Lulu was just a tiny, tiny puppy, to have Lulu around for a few hours, just to socialise, really, just to play with their dog, and yeah, and just learn how to be a dog. It proved to be a beneficial arrangement, and from that point onwards in the afternoons, Lulu goes off and just spends time with what has become her dog sitter. It's just good to have her in the company of another dog, so she's less panicked. She's very attached to me, so you know, she's much more chilled out now, and she runs up and down their garden and she digs holes, and yeah, she's a happy girl. Okay. Right, so what's my next task? Sorry. I bought that salt bag. Another storage device on the wall might be prudent. One moment. Okay. Put the salt in here, and the copper, and the lead. Just all stuff, really. There we go. Right. So... what did I put in here? Nothing yet. This could be a suitable place for the alien containment. What do you think? Alien containment. Glass and titanium. I can't remember, is it? Oh no, you can put it in one room. We can double stack it though if we wish. Okay. Thank you, Exafis. Thank you very much, Exafis. Alright. So, let's go get some more quartz. And also... aerogel. I think I can make that now that I found those gel pods. Aerogel. I can. Bugger, it's going to take a ruby though. Worth it. Gel, sack. Ruby. Aerogel. Light, porous, dried gel. High heat insulation. Your OCD makes you always die slightly when you watch Womble streams. Does it? Oh yeah, that's off center. One moment. Lost it. There we go. Oops! Butterfingers. How about now? Right. So... let's go grab some quartz. So yeah, for the people just joining the stream then, we've managed to, I suppose, make contact with an alien race. An alien race who I assumed were long extinct. Thousands of years ago they lived here on this world. We found their ruins all over the place, both in this game and in the previous Subnautica. But we never really spoke to them. They had their machines still operating, either dumb construction robots just going about their business, or some sort of fairly testy and easily frustrated AI construct that guarded the planet to ensure that its airspace could never be violated. The quarantine platform, it was called. It was testy because it kept trying to stab me in the hand. It was testing my blood to make sure that I was free of the Carabacterium. But we never really spoke to them. We found a storage device for some sort of, well, an emergency storage device for their minds, I suppose. It transferred into my brain. It's called Alan. The alien is called Alan. Or aliens. There are many. Apparently they used to exist in many different media, it says. And it would transfer between the media. I'm guessing it means like platforms, androids maybe. Synthetic life. But they've all been squashed together in the same storage device for so long. I hope they're not insane. Okay, got some quartz.
Seek fluid intake.
Thank you, Xena. Right. Thank you, Azaeluk and Azio, Tokanor and Exofis and Simply for why? For you? And Panzer. Thank you all of you for your kindness, folks. Right. So, take the quartz and turn it into glass. Lovely. Then, get the titanium, I think. Oh, we've already got it. Okay.
An aquarium just for looks, or your own personal sushi factory. You decide.
All right. It requires a hatch. Otherwise we can't get into the bugger. Yeah. A piece of quartz and titanium. I've turned all the quartz I've got into glass. Oops. One moment. Unless I've got some in the box. Ah, I do. Titanium? Ah. Okay. Oopsie. There we go. So, alien containment. For those not familiar, databank, technology. The alien containment. Despite huge Altera-led advancements in stellar technology, exploring new worlds still has its challenges. And alien life forms are one of them. That's why we built the Alien Containment Unit. The unit is designed primarily to breed larger or more dangerous species. Okay. So, technical provisions. Unit must be installed in multi-purpose room modules. Unit may be connected between rooms stacked in a column. A hatch must be installed in order to access the unit. The base of the unit is a planter, allowing sea flora to be grown from seed. Breeding tips. Provided sufficient time and living space, organisms of the same species should mate and reproduce. Eggs inside the unit will hatch over time. Organisms raised from birth in captivity often exhibit unusually passive behavior. Warnings. Environmental controls may fail if the unit is overpopulated. Infections may be transmitted faster between species in artificial environments. Never tap the glass. You don't know what will tap back, or how hard. Okay. Right. Need more water. One moment. What would it take for me to build the... Where is it? It's here. So titanium and copper wire. Simple as that. Right. Oh wait, sorry, 3 titanium. There we go. Where should we put this then? Yeah, put it over here. There we go. Does it require salt? Filtration machine. Oh. Does it require me placing in a bottle, or does it make its own? Okay. Water 2%. It's going to take time. Yes, chat, what are you doing? You're being particularly weird right now. I'm mostly ignoring you. You tend to calm down faster that way. But I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a nice afternoon. Welcome to your Friday. If you have any weekend plans, I hope they go smoothly. Fish. There it is. Bladderfish. Penguins. Any more bladderfish? Where am I? Get some water from the drop pod. Shouldn't matter if it's from the drop pod or the base. No real difference. Hi there, Alistair. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you're well. Thank you. Alright. Sustenance, water, filtered water, using the bladderfish's membrane. Oh, nice. Enjoy, Theman. Enjoy bowling. Alright. Slurping the water.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Again? Disgusting. Right. Take these with me. Why not? Now, whilst we're here, it might be advisable to just grab a few species to use as food. So, where are some peepers? Oh, and a boomerang fish as well. Hello. Right. Hello, peeper. Pardon me. Would you come here? Stop it. Stop it. Gotcha. Fuck. Can you not go vegan in this? I presume you can if you eat the kelp seeds. They're edible, are they not? Right. There we go. Should be enough. Let's get these into the aquarium. Indeed, the game is very pretty. So looking at the time chat, alas, I do need to wrap this up momentarily. I'd love to keep playing, but I've just got so much that I need to edit. The latest bullshittery is end-to-end edited. You can watch it, but it's a bit naff in places. I need to quality assure the thing, so... Right. Also, let me just put these in the aquarium and then have a sleep and see if Alan says anything new. So hang on, drop. Here we go. Cool. And also, let's take planter. Here we go. Place down the ribbon plants. Just the one? I've only got the one. There we go. Cool. And also, let's drop off unidentified egg and creature egg, unidentified. I assume that's probably a penguin egg. Not sure what that is though. I think I've seen it before though. Maybe it's like a peeper egg or something. Right. So, give it some time, and those eggs will hatch, and we'll find out what we've got. Nice. I have heard about it, Caliber. I'm just sort of waiting and seeing, really. Waiting to see if good word of mouth tells me it's something that I should possibly try. Okay, so filtration process there. Progress, 40%. Okay, give it more time. Right, I'm going to climb into bed. Here we go. So does the Alan in my brain say anything new about my dreams? Okay. All's good. Let's go downstairs and see what's happened with... Ah! Okay. Not quite what I wanted. Machine. It's cubes of salt. Thank you. Could I get something to drink, please? Not the salt? Right. Yeah. It's a pretty game. How you guys doing? It's going to take time before they hatch. Right. So, alas, apologies then, folks. I would keep on playing, but I really am feeling a bit pressured to get this bullshittery finished. So I'll probably leave you there, folks. So, thank you for watching. This was a bit of Subnautica. So on this playthrough, we've gone to continue exploring the wreckage of the Mercury 2, which is a ship that successfully, surprisingly, managed to evade the laser system, or rather the weapon system that's set up by the aliens on this world. That was years ago, though, and they only successfully evaded it once. Their attempt to leave the world saw them fail. They were shorn in half by the weapon, and we found the wreckage over to the southeast of our current position, buried in the lily reef that's over there. So it's being pulled apart by the lilies and their root systems. So, I presume none of the crew survived, even though some of them did survive the initial impact. I doubt they were recovered by anyone after the fact. That was many years ago, and the Kara virus would have killed any survivors. So, we also discovered... What else did we discover? That... so hang on, no. Surprisingly, I didn't really find the lady with the prawn suit in the area, despite that being her last known position. I figured she was operating out of the wreck, but guess not. It was just completely flooded. We found the Omega Lab in the same biome, which was a place where my sister Sam's lover, called Danielle, was working on mutating the Kara virus, which has been completely wiped out from the ocean after the events of the first game. So the only place where Kara would exist would be in a frozen Leviathan sample that apparently they've found. It wouldn't surprise me to learn that whoever sabotaged the Omega Lab has probably attempted to destroy that frozen Leviathan. I would suspect. Okay. Regardless, we absolutely cannot risk the Kara bacteria getting off-world. We cannot risk it. As harsh as it is to sound, as it sounds, we cannot let any survivors leave this planet. No survivors, including myself, unfortunately, at this point. We can't leave. Not until we have absolute guarantees that the virus has been destroyed and I'm not carrying it. If we carry it, we could kill billions of people if we take it off-world. Mercifully, though, you can actually detect it quite easily with the scanning device, so we'll know. Right. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't tried Subnautica, I strongly recommend the original. Very much so. And enjoy if you do sit down to do it. As for right now, I'm going to bog off and, yeah, so more editing for the bullshittery. Gonna keep polishing the bugger. Right. So, on with the day. I've got like a laundry list of about 25 fixes that I need to go through that I recorded this morning after I watched the first test render. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go through and keep working. Right. Let me have a look and see who's doing what. 1 second. Okay. So, ZF Sheep is doing It Takes Two. Yuki is doing the Stanley Parable. And Dave Fuckface, I don't really know Dave. He's a member of ZF who doesn't stream. No, he's only just started streaming, hasn't he? Why not? I'll hand you over to Dave then. So this is Dave. Wait, for some reason... Okay. It's Fave Duckface is his Twitch channel name, but his name is Dave. I'll hand you over to him, and you can see how he does. So please be friendly, please be nice. I don't think you've seen him in any bullshitteries. I can't remember if... Yeah, we don't... I barely talk to the dude. I'll hand you over to him, and you can see how he does. Right. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely afternoon.